no matter what you do, no matter what field you're in, most likely you're going to encounter people that don't necessarily agree with what you do, right? And in turn, you're probably going to receive negative feedback. But instead of shutting down after receiving that negative feedback and, not being able to take it, it's about how you go about using that negative feedback to then grow and build your brand or build whatever you're doing. Use it as an opportunity for growth. For those of you who don't know me or maybe new, my name is Richie and I'm a recent college graduate from Howard University and currently own my own business, which is a golf academy. Thinking about the direction I want to take my channel, my main goal was to be able to document my journey, document my life, more specifically document my journey of growing my business and kind of growing my personal brand and whatnot. And a series that I actually wanted to start for a while was to be able to talk about the lessons that I've learned about running a business. The first lesson that I wanted to talk about was understanding that you can't please everyone. Whether you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, or a creative, you're going to encounter people that dislike your services or don't necessarily agree with what you do. It's almost inevitable that you're going to encounter these people as you continue to grow your business, as you continue to, try new things and, experiment and whatnot. But it's a part of the game. It is what it is, right? When you encounter these people that don't necessarily agree with your services, oftentimes you're going to receive negative feedback. And with negative feedback, it's really, really important to understand that it's okay to receive that negative feedback. I feel like for a while, I kind of struggled with that concept of receiving negative feedback because I was stuck in the mode of trying to please everyone. You know what I'm saying? I was stuck in the mode of trying to make everybody happy with the services that I provided, that when I would receive that negative feedback, it would cause me to be so hard on myself to the point where it's like I started to think that I wasn't ready to be a business owner. I wasn't ready to run my own business and make these tough decisions, because as a business owner or as a creative or someone that runs their own brand, you're going to realize that when you have to make these tough decisions or when you have to, put certain things into play, the results are going to come back at you. You know what I'm saying? Like the results are going to come back at you. And instead of, passing that feedback or issues or problems to the boss, you're the one that's got to deal with those situations. You're the one that's got to deal with that problem and be able to solve that issue. You have to be able to take in that negative feedback, understand it, and use it as an opportunity to grow. An example where I recently kind of had this happen to me was when the academy had an event at the golf course. The course was packed, meaning there was a lot of players that day. I think it was a holiday, and I had to make the decision to cancel. And unfortunately, the players obviously were not happy because they showed up wanting to play golf. Now, obviously, like taking a step back and looking back, there's a bunch of ways that I could have handled the situation, right? Whether it was better communication with the course, and things in that nature. But yeah, like at the moment, it felt like it was the right decision, and honestly, it turned out to really not be the best decision. But what really hit me was actually when I received feedback from my dad. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't the best feedback. It was negative feedback. Obviously, his intention was to help me improve for the next time I'm in this situation, right? But I wanted to bring this up because sometimes when we receive that negative feedback, it's really easy for us to kind of get down on ourselves and really shut ourselves down, thinking that, we're not ready to run a business. Once I got that feedback from my dad, it was really easy for me to think that, I'm not ready to run a business. Maybe I'm not ready to be in the position that I'm in now, right? Even though, I came this far, made like right decisions and improvements to the business and whatnot, it's like that one wrong decision overshadowed everything else, right? And it automatically made me think that maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm not cut out to be an entrepreneur. Maybe I'm not cut out to be a business owner. And maybe I'm not ready to run a business, right? But that's the thing that you can't do. The thing is, you have to understand that whether you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, a creative, you're going to encounter people that don't necessarily agree with what you do, right? The services that you provide, they may not like. Hence, you can't make everybody happy. Now, when you don't make those customers happy and you receive that negative feedback, it's important to understand that you have to use that as an opportunity to build your business. You know what I'm saying? To build yourself, to build your business, not to shut yourself down, which is what I did. Obviously, the more experiences you get with this, right, the more comfortable you're going to get, to the point where it's like, all right, I know I'm ready. Mistakes happen. You have to understand that that negative feedback is an opportunity for growth. Running a business, creating content, whatever it is, it's not going to be perfect. It's not always going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have roadblocks. You're going to have issues in the way. It's about how you move forward after receiving that negative feedback. As I said before, by no means am I saying I'm a professional and I know everything about business. I promise you I don't. What I do know is how to learn from my mistakes. And I think one of the best ways for me to kind of like document the process is to kind of just be upfront about my mistakes that I made. Running my business and building my personal brand, being able to share it online for you guys to see, and kind of get your feedback or your opinions on what I said would honestly help me and help you, I guess. I do have a lot of other lesson videos planned, because if you're a business owner or someone that builds their personal brand or whatever, you would know that you're probably learning something every day with growing your brand, and there's a lot of lessons to be learned. Just over this past couple months, especially like after I graduated and really started going full force with my business, I already learned so much where I want to be able to talk about it. So definitely stay tuned for the next videos about the lessons I've learned running a business, and I'd love to hear your feedback and what you guys thought. If you're able to receive that negative feedback and learn from it and use it as an opportunity for growth, it's only going to help you at the end of the day. It's only going to help you and your business. So, yeah, don't quit. Don't shut down. You got this. Keep going.